Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10, Episode 15, called Taste of Your Meda-Cine. I don't want no taste of Meda, but cute title, VH1 cute title. So we pick up where we left off last week at Spice's celebration dinner. Mita says she's not going to the wedding due to conflict of interest. But Mita, were you even invited to the wedding? I think not. So what's the point of you? Why are you even commenting on this? Unless Spice, you talking about you asked her to be your plus one, which I wouldn't see why since you have Justin to be your plus one. Mita was never invited to begin with. So that was even why was this even a question? So that was it for the most part of the rest of the celebration dinner. Shakana tried to throw for Spice. Spice said Mita should have kept her mouth shut, but Spice, is your fault because you're the one who brought it up in the first place, asking Mita or telling Carly that, oh, Mita used to mess with Jock too. So we get this scene where Mita, Spice, and Shakana go outside to talk, and Mita claims that she was Jock's first intelligent woman that he ever had, and she will always love him, and he's always going to love her. She didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. Once again, Mita, we he ain't marrying you though. That's the thing. Oh, I will always have love for him, and he will forever love me. But not enough to marry you, because you want to do all this talk, make all these little smiles and smirks and stuff that you've been with him for all these years, damn near 1.5 decades. Congratulations, but he still didn't marry you. You've been with him all this time, canoodling, doing whatever y'all do behind closed doors, but yet he met a girl, spent less time with her than he did you, and he married and he chose to wife her and not you. Why is that? Instead of being like, oh, we always gonna have love for each other, like as if it's some beautiful secret thing to hold. Why don't we question why he chose to go with someone else and not you? But you guys been, canoodling longer than he has with his current wife. I don't know if they're still together, but I assume they're still together because I haven't heard nothing about them getting divorced. But it doesn't even matter. You wasn't chosen. You wasn't the chosen one, Mita. So I don't know why they really brought you on this season or part B of the season. Girl, it's not looking good for you. That's all I can say. It's not looking good for you. I don't know what you're doing all this talking because at the end of the day, homegirl gonna stick beside him. She sure enough did from what we see this season. I think they're still together, so she stuck beside him through it all. So, I mean, I guess so you could get your little 15 seconds of fame, but if you're already on the Grammy board, you didn't really need to be on the show. But I guess it's just to create some type of drama, but it's not looking good for you. We move on to Rashida and Kirk. They're at their shop press, the location number 3. Okay, she had to let us know it was their third location. So, I mean, if they can open a third location, I guess things are going good for them. That's cool. I looked on the website and stuff for the press, and I wasn't nothing spoke to me to actually spend my hard-earned money to purchase. But if they have the money and the business drive to open a third location, that's great. Good for them. Good for them. This must be for like high schoolers and stuff because it ain't for me. But that's cool. They talk about Carly and Jock. Rashida says she not gonna tell Kendra anything. She gonna stay out of it. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. If I was in that situation, I knew about somebody who, I never been put in that position, thank the Lord Jesus. But at the same time, if I was, I don't know if I would tell the person. It depends how close I am to that person. It would have to depend how close I am to them. Because if it's kind of like a Rashida situation, like we cool, but we not cool, yeah, I'm not getting into that. That's none of my business. I'm staying out of that. I'm not, no. I think for someone to be, if I was getting married to someone and they were cheating on me left and right, it would have to be someone close to me. Because if it's someone, not some Joe Schmo, but if it's an acquaintance rather than like a best friend, I don't know. It would depend. You would have to come with some hard evidence. But then again, this is on TV too, so I mean, I guess that's all the evidence you really need. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how I would feel. But I don't think I would tell. I know some people feel, that's that girl code is whatever. That's me. You could go tell the person. For me, I just don't feel like I would. For me, I'm always a person. It's not my business. I'm gonna stay out of it. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just gonna stay over here in my little corner, do me, worry about me, what's going on with me and my family. I pray the best for you and stuff, but I don't think I would tell that person. I would, like I said, I would have to be a very close friend or something to that effect, or like immediate family member to tell them. But as far as, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would do all that. But after they talk about that, Rashida's mom comes in to talk to Rashida about her dad Harold. Okay. Uh, I guess she wants the relationship between Rashida and her dad to be mended. So I guess Rashida and her dad had like a riffraff. He wasn't really there for her, so they're not really on good terms. So I guess Rashida's not opposed to talking to him. I guess the mom said she was going to bring him. First, the mom wanted Rashida to start the open of communication with the dad. Excuse me, but Rashida said, "No, why do I always have to be the one who make the first move?" So I guess Rashida's mom was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna get him to come down here, and then maybe you guys can, figure something out for where he can sleep." So then that's when Kirk was like, "Okay, yeah, we can definitely set up a hotel for him, and then set something up for them to talk." So that's where they left things in that scene. So Rashida's open to talking. I'm like, okay, but I seen the previews of the season. It don't look like it's gonna go well, but okay, at least she seems open to it. As long as he's open to it, I think she's gonna be open to it. We're gonna see how that works out. But we move on. Wedding is 2 weeks away, 14 days, guys, and Jock goes to see Cena because Cena is upset with him and Kendra because Kendra done sent her a DM to invite them to the wedding, I believe, and asked if the girls can be in the wedding as the flower girls. So Jock apologizes. Cena, it seems like she ain't having it. And Cena's like, well, we're not even going to be there because me and the girls are going to go to Cali to visit my mom. And she got suitcases, like she's packing up. And I'm looking back and I'm like, before he went to your house, though, it said the wedding is 2 weeks away. So you're going to be in California for the whole 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, to be with your mama? Or you going to be back in time? I mean, some people on Twitter were saying, "Oh, she just lying. She just probably saying that she ain't going no damn where." She may not be, but I'm just like, it says the wedding's 2 weeks away, and if you packing you going for like almost a month that they can't be back in time for the wedding. Now, granted, I could understand what she's saying. She didn't want no DM. I mean, she tells Carly later on that she rather had a conversation with Kendra and not no random DM. I could understand that, but to seem to be doing the most. She really be doing the most sometimes. So she said she's not gonna be the Jog look disappointed and sad and hopes that she changes her mind. She probably just toying with you, Jog, just to cause a little riff-raff. We know how Cena is. We could get to that conversation later with her and Carly, but Cena could come back if she wants to, and Jock said he gonna pay the fly and everything. So Cena gonna take him up on the offer. She just gonna act like she gonna do something. She not gonna bring the kids and stuff, but Jock paying, I think she gonna be like, okay, since you paying, I mean, yeah, pay for us to come home early. If they do go from what Twitter is saying. But we move on to Yandy Mendices. They're doing great, and Lil Mendices is living with them full time now, and I'm just like, Yandy, he's not no Lil Mendices no more because he looks like a grown ass man. He's so cute with his nice little, beautiful, luxurious hair. He ain't no little kid no more. He's a grown ass man. Okay, I know he's probably in his early teens or whatever. He's a grown ass man. Okay, that's a grown ass man. He even got the outline for the mustache coming. He's a grown ass man. Okay, ain't no Lil Mendices no more. It's just Big Mendices at this point. So everything's going great with them. Infinity is in New York in college. She's doing good. The business, yeah, is doing good online and in the brick and mortar store. And they bought the restaurant next door to the Yale brick and mortar store, so that's cool. And Yandy's only thing now is she's going through emotions because her mother got into a real bad car accident. But thank the Lord Jesus, she's still alive. But I guess when she FaceTimed the mom, I guess the mom was telling her that she'll be immobilized for maybe a year and she won't be able to walk for like another few months, maybe half a year. So of course Yandy gets emotional about that and she cries. So I'm not gonna really say nothing about that because that is sad. I can only imagine. Of course you don't want to see your parents hurt. So just like the parents don't want to be seeing their kids hurt, and you don't want to see your parents hurt, especially if you have that connection with them. So Yandy, I feel for you. Hopefully your mom's doing better present day. We move on to Spice. She's packing to go to New York to have performances and interviews with Shaggy to promote her album 10. And Spice is talking with Meda and just really hoping for this Grammy nomination that Meda put her name in for. And of course, they go to talking about the party that happened. And Spice wants to let us know, I think let Meda know, but let us know at the same time. It's not her fault because she just wanted to have that open transparency to let them know, oh, she used to mess with Jock, but Meda was the one who went and started talking to all the details and all the years she'd been with Jock. Spice, but it's okay. She went to detail Spice, but at the same time, you're the one who brought it to their attention. Why is there need to be transparency that she used to do what she did with Jock? Why couldn't you just say, oh, this is my friend. She's like my best friend, and she's on the Grammy board, and hopefully I could get nominated for it. Like, why couldn't we have been on that good term? Like, why we have to be this transparency that she used to F with Jock? And she's still in love with him. For why? For why? No, 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 no. Don't try to put this on Meda. Granted, Meda, I still don't understand why you're here, to be honest with you. But don't try to put this on Meda, Spice. You're the one who brought it. This is your doing. Okay, we wouldn't even know who the hell Meda is if it wasn't for you. I know she probably up there in her catalog and stuff since she's on the Grammy board, and she's been working with a lot of people and stuff. I don't know her. I know a good amount of people of America don't know her. So if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know her on this show. So no, don't put this on Meda, Spice. This is your doing, okay? This is your fault. You brought it up. So you started it, so she just rolled with the punches. Because Carly gonna ask all the damn questions. So if anything, put this on Carly too. You and Carly. Anyway, yeah, they're talking about the wedding and whatnot. Meda talking about she didn't know about Kendra. Spice looking at her like, girl, of course come on, you didn't know on the TV and stuff. Meda talking about she don't got cable. So she didn't know about Meda. So we're supposed to believe this lie that she don't got cable, Meda. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, and she said even if she did hear of Kendra's name, she not gonna pay too much attention to it because Jock got mad chicks. But I don't know. Okay, if that's the case, Meda, I don't know why you talking like as if you the main chick, because nobody knew about you until the last couple episodes. Until last episode, last week. I just heard of your name last week, and now look at this. You already have your name in a title for a episode. So I don't know. I don't know. She talking big game, but Meda, listen, you're not the one. Okay, Cena, you're not the one. Carly, you're not the one. Kendra, you the one, but you cry a lot too, man. We'll get to that, but Spice said, their marriage is gonna start off in infidelity because of all this stuff going on between Meda and all the other people that Jock probably fucking. Meda's like, it already started. It was always infidelity to begin with. Oh, and the last part I put in my notes was Mita said she don't do married men. But yet, I think she mentioned she was a married woman when she started messing around with Jock. Or just finishing her divorce or something. I don't know. So you don't do married men, but you're doing a guy who was in a relationship. But I guess because they're married is more solid. Who you lying to me? Because you know damn sure. If Jock would have hit you up tonight, not even at that moment. Okay, 8/15/2022, 9:25 p.m. If he hit you up right now and he married, you gonna say no because he married? And you guys had 13, 14 plus years of connection, canoodling, wherever the hell y'all was canoodling. You would say no because he's married? Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. You tell that lie to somebody else because it's not sitting here with me. It's not gonna resonate with me because I know it's a lie. I know it's a lie, because you will always love him and he will forever love you in your head. So but because he's married, you cannot do. Oh, please, give me a freaking break. Like I said, we didn't even know about you till last week, so you expect me to believe because he married, you gonna stop messing with him if he wanna still mess with you? Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, moving on. We get to Spice. She gets to New York, and she said it's not her place to say or do anything about the Jog meeting Kendra situation, so she's gonna let that be, and she's just gonna focus on promoting her album. So her and Shaggy rehearsed together, and that's what we get from that scene. Listen, everybody gonna stay out of it. Granted, like I said, I know some people feel some type of way on social media. People on Twitter was saying, "Oh, girl code is just not non-existent in ATL." Nah, bruh. Or whoever said that on Twitter. Nah, man. It's just we're not gonna get into it. That's their problem, not mine. Listen, if someone wants to get mad at me for not telling them that their man cheated on them, knowing damn well they probably already know. I didn't want to believe it last week, but after watching other people's reviews and saying this is how Jog be, I mean, well, I guess it is. I have to come to terms with the fact that Jock be effing all these girls out in these streets, man. I really had hope for him. I really did. But you know what? That Jock gonna do what he do. Kendra gonna stay with him. She gonna stick beside him and all that stuff. So who are we to say anything? So I'm not gonna say nothing. We move on to Carly and Cena. They have their meetup. Why is he someone said the bloated bitter rejects? Listen, I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, definite reject club. So when they meet up, Carly touching all up on Cena, her boobs and her ass and stuff. I'm like, Carly, we're gonna just be touching on everybody this season. You definitely need you a man because you yearning for that physical touch. I'm sorry, Carly, but I'm sure you can find someone. There'd be plenty of men willing to f you, just for a night and stuff. I don't know if you down for that, but it seems like you down for whatever kind of because you be with all these random ass men, you know, people I didn't expect you to be with too. So I mean, find you somebody because you sexually harassing like half the damn cast at this point. So calm down on that, please. Anyway, yeah, they talking. They talk about Jock, of course. What else they gonna talk about? What really? What else they gonna? Okay, so they talking about Jock, and Carly with the nerve, bro. She said Kendra must be threatened by her, so that's why she wasn't invited to the wedding. Carly, whatever delusion you have in your mind of why you did not get invited to this wedding, whatever. Because at the end of the day, why you got to be invited for? You stand for Jack. You don't got no kids by him like Cena does. So your kids is not gonna be in the wedding like Cena's kids is. So what do you need to go to the wedding for? Oh, because you invited Kendra to your bridal shower or whatever shindig she had when she was with, I think, what's that guy name? The guy who going to jail for the PPP loan thing, fraud, Arkansas Mo. Okay, she had no ties to Arkansas Moto, so you do. And you just admitted you was at the freaking bachelor party. Like you wanna tell everybody you was at the bachelor party, to get whatever type of attention you can get. That he was all up on you and asking you to come back to the hotel room with him or wherever he was gonna go. So why would she invite you? Oh, because she feels threatened by you? But yet he proposed to her, not you, Carly. So what is there to be threatened by? He only looks at you as a good time, but he looks at Kendra as his forever girl. Like, I mean, granted, like from what y'all be saying, my homeboy Jock ain't shit. I'm still disappointed by that. But at the end of the day, he chose Kendra. She gonna stick beside him. So ain't nothing to feel threatened by you because Kendra Kendra's doing better. Cena calling you a go getter and stuff, but she just trying to build your head up, because you guys are on the same team at this point. So, Carly, ain't nobody threatened by you. Nobody's threatened. If anybody would be threatened by you, I don't even see how. You're not even, you're not a wife. You're not no one's main. You just trying to live this life. The rest of us is trying to live, to be honest. I mean, yeah, you got some coin because you've been there since season one, literally. But anybody threatened by you, Carly? Please. You in the rejects club with the baby mama right now, like Kiki about Jock and Kendra's wedding. Like you love Jock so much. Like whenever you're alone, that's all you think and talk about is Jock. So he's the one that got away. You're not the one that got away for him, because he married. You not. So I don't know what you talking about, but um Cena, goes into this that she would have liked the conversation instead of just a DM for the invite. So, like I said, I understand that, but it is what it is at this point, Cena, because you probably not the easiest person to get in contact with anyway. They kiki about all the girls that Jock be effing. Disappointed, but I mean, I guess it must be true, And Carly says she's not going to tell Kendra anything because that's not her problem and she doesn't care. But yet you care enough to be talking all about it at Spice's dinner, to be talking all about it with your little reject club committee meeting with Cena, talking all about it to the point where you were so down to go to this bachelor party, to jump out of the cake looking like Marilyn Monroe and all that. So yeah, she don't care, but she care. Okay. Cena said people call her bitter, but she's beautiful and there's nothing to be bitter about. Okay. Cena, you've been bitter since day one. Like you really thought you had it in the bag, but you did. I'm sorry. You're still beautiful. Yes, I agree. But Cena, you bitter. Carly, you jealous. Meda, you wish you was Kendra. Okay, moving on. We get to 10 days until the wedding. There's still so much to do. Kendra letting us know they already spent over 100K on the wedding. They spending 50K on the bridal shower. Kendra and Jock are so stressed. And I want to take this moment before we go to the 8 and the 7 days until the wedding to say, what the hell? 100K? And that's what y'all came up with? 100K, $100,000 over. And this wedding is what y'all came up with, that budget? You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me, because I'm thinking about all that money. And this is the wedding y'all came up with. It's not making. I seen weddings that was $10,000. My oldest brother's wedding, $10,000, and it was beautiful, immaculate. And this shit, I saw bits and pieces of the wedding. This is what y'all came up with, $100,000. What about Lance and the other people from that one wedding show from Atlanta, when they was able to do like grotesque type of wedding styles for a little bit of cash? The I think the cheapest one I seen was like less than $20,000, and they made it look so beautiful. $100,000, and that's the wedding y'all came up with, the decor and everything. Okay, and they gonna do what they do. But I'm just like, y'all could have done so much better. Y'all could have $100,000. You guys could have gotten like a extravagant, the best wedding planner of Atlanta, and came up with something that was, they would have pulled everything to the point y'all not stressing. To the point where she would have had everything in the bag and ready to go within a matter of weeks. And y'all been playing this for like 3 years. I understand COVID and everything caused all the rip, but $100,000, over $100,000. This is what y'all came up for the wedding. Okay, I'm gonna move on. But that, I was flabbergasted. I was $100,000. Okay, I'm gonna move on because I'll be talking about that for hours. So let me just move on. We get to 8 days until the wedding. Kendra and Jock have a convo, and I don't know if Jock was trying to postpone it or wait longer for the wedding. Kendra said she doesn't want to wait another day to be his wife because she's tired of being the girlfriend. She's tired of being the fiance. She wants to be the wife, damn it. Yeah, because she knows that he probably be cheating on her. And she said, no, I'm going to be the wife so they know I'm the main one. She probably already knows she's not the only one, but she going to be the main one. Be the wife. That's right. You go, Kendra, because if that's what you want, by damn it, you should get it. Moving on, 7 days until the wedding. And Jock finally tells Kendra that he has to go out of town the next day. Kendra says she already knows, so in my head I'm like, oh, okay, you already know about that, so you should already know about all the females that claiming that they sleeping with Jock, but you're gonna sleep beside him. That's cool, that's what she chooses to do, guys. Then by all means, do what you do. We move on to Rashida and her daddy had an argument over the phone. And I guess Kirk wanted to, cause her some de-stress so she could decompress. And I don't know if that was their house, because if it is, that's a nice house. But he creates some, nice dinner with the rose petals and all lit up. It looked nice. I liked it. It looked nice. And Rashida said her and Kirk, or she said that Kirk is definitely getting some that night. I didn't need to hear that. I did. I don't. I don't. I don't want to. I don't. I don't. I don't want to ever be a fly on their wall. Like ever. I don't want to. I don't even. Thank you, Rashida. Thank you for letting it. Thank you so much. I don't want to see none of that. But wow. They talk about her dad, and I guess Harold tried to put the blame on Rashida, but Rashida was like, you're not gonna put this riffraff on me. Rashida said she's the one who always invites him, but he never be the one that shows up. So then it goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect, and they still talking about her dad. And they show the clip before and after the commercial of her cussing her daddy out and saying F him, she never wants to see him no more. And Rashida crying. Kirk said, don't let the dad ruin their moment. And Rashida said, he right. So she gonna kick off her boots, lay back and move all the rose petals because she don't want to get none in her booty crack. And I was like, okay, I understand, Rashida. I just did not need that visual of you and Kirk again. Like, you gave me two visuals back to back, and I'm forever traumatized because I thank you, Rashida. You love your man. That's cool. More power to you. But I just didn't need those visuals because I don't want to be a fly on the wall. I be wanting to be a fly on people's walls and stuff, but Rashida and Kirk, no. I've said this plenty of times before on like couples retreat and like the season before or 10A, I don't want to be a fly. I don't want to see that. I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna move on. Okay, I'll move on. we get to Sierra and Rennie there in the car on the way to Kendra's bridal shower, and they talk about Spice's party, and Sierra doesn't know if she wants to tell Kendra. And Rennie asked her, well, if you know the shoe was on the other foot, would you want to know? Sierra said yes, she would want to know so she could beat up everybody's asses, but then she would still probably marry her man. And I'm like, well, then, if that's the case, then, I mean, make do what you want with that. Rennie tells her to do whatever she got to do to clear her conscience. Then we get to the bridal shower. Excuse me again. Kendra stressed since Jock isn't coming back home until the morning of the wedding. Someone put on Twitter that it was giving Hangover Part 1. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Um, we'll see if he shows up, which I believe he does because, like I said, I've seen the wedding. So, anywho, Sierra, Rennie, and Yandy show up and they talk about how cute it was. I don't know. It was kind of. I was looking at it. I was like, I mean, I guess it's cute, but to me, it was kind of like, ain't nothing much to see from that. But you spent 50K on this bridal shower. That was at your house. Anyway, like I said, I don't know how you budgeting this. I don't understand how people go do a whole wedding and bridal shower, all that rehearsal dinner and stuff with 10K budget and make it look so beautiful and nice. This $50,000, Kendra. Y'all just got money to waste because y'all don't make y'all money stretch because I don't understand this bridal shower and the okay, I'm not going to talk. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, anyway, so Yandy and Rennie, they bond over being engaged to their man who, their fiance is being incarcerated. So I guess Yandy tries to, give her advice on that. And so they're doing good. But I guess Sierra interrupts to pull Rennie to the side because she doesn't know what she's going to do. And literally, that's where the episode ends. So we're not even going to see what Sierra does until the next episode. She's saying, oh, if I tell her the wedding is over. So do you just want to go to the wedding or do you want the best for them as a couple? Or, for them individually? Who cares about... Listen, if it was to the point where you really want to go to the wedding, just don't say nothing. I mean, I guess the wedding's more important than Kendra finding out. Whatever. Like, if you don't tell her, I mean, whatever, because I wouldn't either. But then again, I mean, she is the bridesmaid. But it seems like she's just the bridesmaid just to be the bridesmaid. Like, they don't really have any connection or, like, best of friends. So I don't even know why she's the bridesmaid in the first place. But if Kendra chose her, you know what? Whatever. But, Sierra, it is what it is. You didn't tell her because the wedding still happened. And if you did and the wedding still happened, then there's your answer. We shouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, from the previews, it looked like she's going to beat up Jock for finding out other people sleeping with him. Even though she probably knows people be sleeping with. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's where it ends, guys. So, I guess we're just going to have to see what happens next week. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please give me comments of what you thought. Anything I want to highlight of comments? No, not that I can think of, really. Oh, listen, do you think it was Spice's fault for this whole conniption of how her dinner went sour? That's the main question for the day, for the night, for the episode. So anyway, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.